Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca and welcome back to my Pixel Quest. We are continuing with our blind playthrough of Blue Prince and we're going into part 2 of Christmas Day. But first, we're going to do a little gambling. Oh, but if I do this... Oh, whatever, we have to try. If I do this, I lose the broken lever and I can't do my power hammer. But you know what? Like, now is the time, right? We're here. Okay, what the freaking hell? Okay, so 4 different slots with different buttons. What on earth? Cash out. Each bonus spin costs 1 coin. So we just start with this. And then, like, on the left down here is what we can win with the different things. Let's just go. Let's not think too much. Okay. Right. So we got nothing, but I can see the 2 times were 2 times the amount. They're sort of like modifiers. And this is, okay, that, so the digital displays how much money we've like won. Okay, so this is costing 1 coin each. Oh, I see. And then we can try... Okay. So that's 10 coins. What the freaking hell is the crown? That seems important. 4 crowns is 100. Oh. This is 3 coins for each snake? Oh, there are snakes. And that's nothing. So... Okay. Ah, so we can try and improve each go. I get it. And we can do that 5 times. Right. Ooh. Oh man, I'm falling into the game. Oh, you guys should already start singing House of the Rising Sun. I am not a gambler in real life, by the way. I stay the freaking hell away from it because it's but oh, okay. Like, we have to try. Ah, damn. Oh, okay. That's it. That's how this works. That's how they get you. Bye-bye money. Bye-bye money. Okay. Doesn't this get me... Oh, they have to be like even. So if I get some more... I could either bank on getting a single coin and then 2 times it to get 6. Or I could bet higher and hope to get 2 more stacks of coins. Bye-bye money. Oh, it's not going well, is it? It's not going well. Alright, we get nothing. I'm not good at this. But then again, you know, I think it's hard for anybody to actually be, you know, quotation marks, good at this. It's just a bad idea. It's just a way to lose money. Okay, cash out. So we're back in a better place. That's cool. Am I still on... I'm not still on a round now because I've cashed out. So we'll do that again. Snake. Huh, for snake, the digital display turned orange. Oh, because it sets coins to 0. Okay. Interesting. That must be it. Unless it means something else. Okay, nothing. No, it's not going great. Okay, cash out. Cash out. Get that cash. We're not going up, but I guess I'm having some more goes at it. 4 would just get me 5 coins. And I've already used 3, 4 coins. Okay, cash out. Cash out. I don't know if I'm going to come any closer to getting those 4 crowns. And I mean, I don't know what I would do with it anyway. I don't think that's worth trying. Like, what am I really trying to get here? I don't think there's anything that's really great except for the 4 crowns. I was like, maybe because I'm carrying a crown, it'll be, and it's Christmas and I'm poor little boy, maybe it'll be kind to me. I've only got 2 more goes anyway. Nah, okay, no. Like, since we're here, you know. Cash out. we made our coin there. It's something. I don't like, kind of like, why am I doing this? I really think it seems so far to be just about getting those 4 crowns. So if I see a possibility for that, I think that's really the main. Oh, dreadful. But with this amount of money, you know, there's not much possibility here. This is all my money is going. Yeah. No, okay. Let's walk away with our 2 coins. Haven't even looked at the regular machines. This can't be what the metal detector is. Oh, there it is. Okay, I was like, yeah, it's not the machine. Oh, well, there's a spare little coin. So what about this guy here? Now with my 4 coins. Mount Holly Roulette. Spin the wheel for your chance to win special prizes. 1 wager per day. I don't even have enough to do this wager. Oh. Look at, 4 allowance tokens. So I see. So to wager 100, probably you would be looking at winning it first on the star machine and then bringing it here and going for something and possibly just getting a red freaking square and getting nothing for it. That is painful. But 4 allowance tokens is great. Plus 10 steps, keys, gems, and coins. Is that? I mean, that's amazing. 200 coins is good. 2 free spins. Okay. And then this is still probably, I'm guessing that at the back is probably 1 allowance token, 50 coins, 4 gems. Yep, some amount of keys. Okay. We can't do it anyway without some more money. So what are the regular machines? What's the difference here? Okay, so I can see that, yeah, you only get 3 bonus spins, and this one gives you 5 bonus spins. Okay, and are they otherwise all the same? Yeah, they seem the same. But maybe they're not. Who knows? Maybe they're not. I mean, I'm just like, let's make sure that we're looking carefully. Let's not just imagine that this is all just fun and games and, you know, turning, like, devastating ways to take people's money and bankrupt them. It's still a room in this house. So I want to make sure I'm looking carefully at everything. Alright, okay. I think with 4 coins on me, there's no chance I'm going to be able to do anything here unless I come across Vault. So, but we've checked it out. We have checked it out. The Mount Holly Casino offers an intimate and exciting setting for wagers of any scale, and guests may be surprised to discover how much strategy is involved in these machines, which are traditionally only thought of as games of chance. A buy-in of 2 gems is required for admittance into this exclusive room. Cool. Okay. So it's nice to sort of... look at that. Whoa. Interesting. Yeah, super cool to finally see casino, and I can understand... Yeah, I can understand how you can really sort of power up your money and possibly even turn it into massive gains in gems. Allowance tokens, obviously what I'm super interested in. Yeah, and possibly there are even other secrets here. So, cool. But let's go on with the day. Let's see if we can maximize our opportunities here. I'm still not sure if just having the crown and drafting is the way to get the throne room. I now suspect, while I think about it, that having foyer and drafting from foyer could even be the way that it comes about. I don't know. 27 steps, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Workshop is over here if we were to need it. And I do have metal detector now, so I still don't know whether the other... There are 2 more contraptions for me to make. And... one of them is shovel and compass or magnifying glass, and the other one is metal detector and compass or magnifying glass. So I could possibly do both of them today, but I don't want to lose my shovel just yet. So okay, so let's get back to drafting. Let's get back to Great Hall and go down. Go this way maybe. Yeah. Let's see what we can make happen in the West Wing. Oh. Pool, I think. I think pool. Yeah. Great. Can't get to the trunks, but that's that's okay. That's okay. I'm at peace with that. Alright, let's see what we can get up here. Well, none of them go north. I do have lots of redraws, but I might try and save as many of them as I can for trying to get the freezer. Might be my best chance at getting freezer. Even Lost and Found is very compelling. I would hate to lose an important item, though. I would hate to lose an important item. Obviously, Attic is very compelling, and it might have the battery pack in it. Yeah. I think I've convinced myself. Attic. We'll sacrifice that corner room. Metal detector's going. Okay, key, gem. There's 2 of my 3 gems back already. Aha. Ooh, hey. Secret garden key. There's my other gem. Lockpick kit. I barely even need it. I'm so keyed up. Huh. Cool. Did I get everything? That was very nice. There's the same sort of little floaty things that we see in the sunlight or that we see in the light rather, in room 46. Cool. I think that's the 8 items. Nice. All right. Good. I'm happy with that. Yeah, it's a shame to not get that room, but we can live with it. So let's see if we can connect up with Ballroom and then get our treasure chest. That's what I'm calling it. Security. Security is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Great. Any nothings? Nothings? Cool. So the problem with this is if I step in there, I'm gonna lose all of my gems. So I do want to go and, you know, get my treasure chest, but I think let's try drafting along here first. Oh, yes, okay, it's all of you. Oh no. I feel like I'm just gonna have to do, I mean, we could redraw. It's gonna keep giving me these things. Archives makes it harder for me to get Freezer. It makes it harder, but it doesn't make it impossible. And it is good exit-wise. But then if I do this, maybe let's try, this is kind of like a free redraw actually. Let's remove lavatory. Okay. Cloister will take 3 gems. But it's a good spot for Cloister. Let's do it. It's a good spot for Cloister. Okay. And we can, yeah, we can see what... Is that the one? Which, no, it's here. It's here. It's right in front of the door. So we can get these dig spots. Thanks, Arindia. Turnip. Turnip is good. Turnip is good. Turnip is good. Old shoe, you know what? You're good too. Not good to me, but it's, you know, I'm sure you're good to someone. Nobody playing this game, but I'm sure that you're good to someone in this world who likes old shoes, shoe heritage, you know. Every piece of crap is someone's treasure. That good old saying. Alright, let's see what we can get here. Lockpick here, already coming in for me. Oh, these are all good. Kennel is good because I have dig spots everywhere. Walk-in closet, of course, good. I've only got 2 more. I've only got 2 more drafting possibilities. I don't know if it's possible for me to get throne room. It may not be, but it may be that solarium could increase my chance of that. Walk-in closet could offer me the battery pack, which I didn't get from you know what I mean, which I didn't get from attic. So there's that too. Let's go solarium. I don't know, let's give it a go. We'll get a gem. Coin. I guess if I have some money left over at the end of the day, we can waste it in the casino. Oh, thank you, coin purse. Nice. Okay, we got a little bit more too. Lovely. Okay. Oh, looks like an eclipse, doesn't it? Interesting. Ah, super cool. 26 steps. Okay. These are my... I've only got 3 more drafting possibilities. Here, here, and then all the way back down here in the corner. Imagine if we get throne room from the commissary. Yeah, I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, of course, foyer would lead to the throne room, right? Like, it's a momentous... It's got gravity. It's got gravity. So maybe I'm now thinking that could be the way to do it. Alright, anyway. Let's see what we can get here. We can't use either of these. Yeah, secret garden key is no good to us. Oh my god. I'm already thinking it's probably too late to use clock tower, to be honest. Lost and found is not going to point me towards the other. Maybe since this is what... Maybe since this is what throne room... this is what the crown does, is it gives you this capability. Maybe using this helps you to get to walk... It's just what I was thinking. How perfect is this? Oh my goodness, we have to do it. But how dare it offer me gallery as well? Which I also need to get my number 8 key. And I could potentially use it to draft number 8. Oh, that's painful, but like, we have to do this. We have to do this. And I've got the 5 gems. Throne room. Oh, here we are. So, I cannot believe my technique worked out. I cannot believe it worked out. I was really doubting myself. I was really thinking, oh, it must be foyer or something else. Ooh, here we go. Metal detector is kind of ruining the atmosphere here. There it is. It's my sanctum key. And exactly as expected, it's the Black King. I knew it. Okay. So I could see that there were these suits of armor from the plan. And I was really curious to see what their deal is. One of the reasons is because in the very first Alzara prediction, when it shows all of this stuff sticking out of the sand, it looks like suits of armor are coming out of the sand. They certainly look... they certainly look conspicuous. Okay, oh, look at that. Oh, so this opens north. Oh. But it's already open. Hang on. Oh, interesting. So why is this open already? Why is this open already? Can I sit on this chair? I guess not. I guess it's just you get the, oh hey, dark room. I guess it's just that you get the sanctum key by coming in here. Oh. Hang on, but let me pretend to sit in the chair. Here we go. Hey, hey. Ah, I'm the king of Arindia Aries. I guess. It's probably the former seat of power of Arinda Aries before the current era and the rise of the Red Banner. Beautiful. Ah, type black print. That's what it's called. Rare. I think we did so well drafting the Solarium. I feel like Solarium made this happen. Mwah. Okay. It's a shame that I won't be able to do anything here, but oh well. Like, I was otherwise very set up to get Freezer, I thought, with all of my with my 8 redrafting possibilities, but it, throne room. So what happens if I do this? I mean, that's what that's what I expected, but I don't know if I've done it before. I can't remember. Let's just open it again. We get the music. So I'm wondering if the fact that this is removed, am I to take from this that someone has been here before me? And is this maybe how because we know from the letter that we found in the office safe that whoever wrote that said that they made it into room 46. And maybe it's Denny, like if Denny was the one who was, looking for room 46 on that note that we found in, like the notes we found in Hovel, the notes we found in the locker room. Maybe it was just Denny and whoever other people were in his group, like Bridget, suspicious Bridget. Yeah, so maybe somehow but how would they get throne room? Get out of here. I had to find throne room on a mountain. So it can't have been them. It can't be that. Oh, really pretty. I just want to like really make sure I'm looking everywhere. Checking all of these things out. They look, you know, it just looks like something's going on with them, you know? And maybe it is, and maybe it's just something I've got to figure out, or maybe it isn't. None of the candlesticks have the red gem, well, the red gems on them, so they're not lightable. And the throne, yeah. Interesting. That's very cool. So, I remember wondering at one point, I wonder if there's an alternative lever for the north entrance. And there we go. Am I crazy? Or is that like... is that nothing? I'm just going to say that that little spot there looks like a 7. I don't know if this is Blue Prince crazy brain, but it does look like a 7, right? It does look like a 7. Wow, finally, at the end, at basically the end of this day. Amazing, incredible. What the hell? What the hell? Okay, so, given all of that, I guess it's going back to ballroom, and I've got 0 gems now. So that's... yeah, that works out. Okay, good timing, good timing. Good timing. Thank you, Solarium. I'm gonna say that Solarium did the work there. Haha, you just gave me gems. Aha, here it is, here it is, here it is. Here. Time to start digging. Oh my god, it feels terrible to smash this really beautiful floor up. It's one of the most beautiful floors in the game. Like, it looks expensive. Look at that. Look at the destruction. Oh my god. Okay. So, it's a ton of money. Still a ton of gems. I'm always sus about this piano. Okay, but I think that's that. So, what's the next thing that we can do? Like, we can go down here and draft from commissary, which we can... aquarium... ah, workshop. Workshop would be good, because I think that I could potentially lose the shovel now, so we could also do our final 2... we could also do our final 2 contraptions. Okay. But I have to keep my steps in mind. And it is a lot of walking around. And I do have enough money to waste some more money here. So maybe 5 steps up to kitchen. And then over to workshop. It would only just be worth it, I think. Whereas if we go this way, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I have rotunda. I've blocked myself off with rotunda anyway. So that's no good. Alright, so we have to go back anyway. Alright, so security, cloister, and up. Okay. Okay, great. Great. Is it... Are you talking about the trunks? Money. Thanks. Thanks, metal detector. Not attic, not attic. This way. Damn, we are really squeezing the value out of today. Oh my god. Is it worth... Like, what else am I going to do with this money, right? What else am I going to do with the money? I mean, I need it for kitchen. I need, like, some amount for kitchen, but maybe let's just have a little try. Let's just see what comes of it. Like, we're being a little lucky today. It's not worth it. We've only got 2 more spins. Dreadful. 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 I have the crown. I have the throne room. Come on. What are we getting this for? We've caught a snake. So we get 3 for each snake times 2. Oh, sweet. Cash out. I don't know. I probably could be more strategic about some of these, but maybe this is worth it. What would I get from this? 6. We'll try one more. Give up. Sweet, cash out. Nope. I mean, I'm really here for the crowns. I'm really here for the crowns so that I can have a roulette, you know, chance. No, not worth it. Can't do it. One, 2, 3 more. One more. No, can't be done. Let's see if we can double it. Huh, it's better. Better. Come on, give me them crowns. Oh, so this is 10 coins each. Oh, that's pretty good. What if I try and double it? Oh, terrible. Yes. Guys, don't look at me. Don't look at me. I'm going too far. I'm going too far. I don't think it's really worth doing the bonus spins unless I'm starting with a crown. Really. I don't know. I don't strictly know if that's really how it works. No, pointless. Bad. No good. Possible. Nope, impossible. Bad. Yes. Come on. Come on, baby. No, I shouldn't have even done that last one. Gambling is making me lose my mind. Oh, I should have done this one. So silly. One more. Nah, that was a bad move. I'm going downhill. I'm going downhill, everybody. Not that many more chances left. Nah. No, can't be done. No. I think this might be the last one. We'll just take it. Okay, I think that's my cue. It's not going to happen today. Can I take my, can I have my lever back? Damn it. Oh, I don't have the battery pack anyway, so it's fine. You can keep it. Okay. I think it's just worth spending our money here. Thank you. I'll take my 10 steps. I didn't get dining room today. Kind of amazed. And here we're just going all the way across and then down. Oh, why not? Probably be pebbles, probably be nothing. Brick. I mean, brick was kind of a novel surprise. I haven't had brick, I don't know, much or ever. I don't even remember brick. Alright, 23 steps. I wonder if I should... I was thinking of going back to entrance hall, but now I'm thinking, yeah, maybe actually to foundation. Oh, whatever. We're so close to workshop. Let's just do this. Secret passage. That worked out really well. Okay. And contraptions. So, I think... Let's try metal detector and compass or magnifying glass. Not that one, so it must be magnifying glass. Haha, burning glass. What is this? Get out of here. Oh. A rather crude burning glass. Huh, I never well, no, I literally did imagine that it was a possibility to build a contraption that would do this, but I didn't actually think it would be, because I couldn't imagine that any of these were gonna turn into things that could light things. Get the freaking hell out of here. I found the thing that can light the candles. What? What? And I have chapel just down here. And I can go to I can do the torch room. I have 21 steps. I have to use these 21 steps really well. The thing is as well, if I could possibly get here and get cloakroom, we could keep this. But then again, we have the knowledge. We have the knowledge. Okay, hang on. So there's one other thing to try here before I get too excited, which is shovel and... no, we did shovel and compass. Oh, so I can't do the other one because it's shovel and metal detector. Is that right? Which one was the one I just made? Okay, I had to take a longer break. I had to go to check the previous footage so I could make sure like what I had used to make the dowsing rod and everything like that. But I ended up just having to take a longer break. So I'm coming back after a much longer amount of time. but I can confirm that it was, yeah, shovel and compass made the dowsing rod. I've just used metal detector and magnifying glass to make the lighter. The lighter! I feel so triumphant. Guys, I dreamt about finding the tool that would create fire. I had a Blue Prince dream about this because I was like, it wanted it so much. Man. And I realize now how much this could be something that you just find out in early game. So there must be all kinds of playthroughs out there where people just find this early in the game and they're like, oh, this is the tool that you use to light things. Whereas for me, I'm like, I'm all the way at Christmas and I'm like, where is the magical, is it like something that you get? Is it something that you get given after, like a long, like difficult adventure in this game? No, it's just a contraption you can make probably on day one. God. Anyway, what a wonderful experience. I love it. I love having these kinds of experiences, honestly, with this game, with games like this in blind playthroughs. Like that's where you have a completely different pathway and a completely different, like, sort of set of things to work with to what, like every other person playing the game experiences. Anyway, so the one single contraption I have to make now is the shovel and the metal detector, but I can't do that now because I have used the metal detector for a very, very important task. So the other thing I did while I was away from the game is I have meticulously worked out, and I think this is accurate. I have sat here, I've actually drawn a map. I've meticulously worked out, like, what I think is the best possible route for me to, because I have these 21 steps and I have a few different things I'd like to try and do. So I've worked out how many steps it takes in these different pathways. And I think I've found the right pathway to make the best use of what I have here. Now, both of the available pathways that I've come up with, essentially one is going, so I'm currently here in the workshop, one is going back to foundation and going like essentially straight to the inner sanctum to use the key there, and then trying to come back to the mansion to do chapel, to light the things here, and to, if I can, get to commissary and draft this last thing here, where I would really like, I guess I'd really like one of two things. I'd really like the cloakroom so that I could put one of these things away, either burning glass or the crown. I'm not sure what is best, but one of those would be great. But I'm also thinking, like, look, even though it's not ideal, I'd take freezer. Like, we're not near the furnace. We've got the furnace powered up. We're not near it, so I know it's not at all going to be close enough to melt the door, but it might be enough just to thaw it enough to get into that, to get into some of the things in the main room in freezer. So, like, I'd take it if it came up, so yeah. So that would be a nice possibility. The other possibility is to, in fact, go south from workshop, go to chapel, and then from there go to entrance hall, go to inner sanctum. I know this might sound a bit weird, but go to inner sanctum, do my stuff there, come back to entrance hall, and then do the last draft. Now, why not do the last draft here? The reason is that I do not have enough steps to do either of these, technically. I have 21 steps. This better pathway takes 24 steps, and the first one I mentioned takes 27 steps. That's not enough. So I would have to prioritize getting to the inner sanctum. Because that's just more important. That's just far more important to me than being able to draft the cloakroom. Getting back to the cloakroom is a bonus. And the only reason I can consider the possibility of that bonus is that I have running shoes. So I'm just, like, you can see how tight this is, right? I'm just hoping that perhaps on the way, running shoes might save me 3 steps. And if the shoes can save me 3 steps, then, you know, actually it might even be a little bit more if I'm stepping into the inner. Yeah, actually it might not work out at all. But yeah, look, I have to prioritize inner sanctum. I have to. So yeah. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to first head down here to chapel. Let's use this freaking lighter. This is what I'm going to try. And I have realized, of course, even though I said it before, I've realized I actually can't reach the torch room even through the foundation because I've got the, I need to come through, I either need to come through the fountain, which is, you know, full of water, or I need to come through tomb because the minecart is in the way, essentially. So I can't get to torch room, but we'll be able to, like, the thing is I need to go to tomb anyway with the lighter. So, you know, it would be ideal if I can either put the lighter away here and get it again or just make it again. I know how to make it now. So, you know, it's not going to be that hard, I think. But yeah, essentially, let's just make sure I'm not doing any missteps. Essentially, thank you, bedroom. You're saving me a step, which I greatly appreciate. I just want to really make sure I'm not making any mistakes here. Yeah, weight room, den, chapel. Weight room. Thank God it doesn't halve my steps again. Den. There's no, I'm checking all of the lights now. Like, what if it lights other kinds of candles as well? This is the thing. And of course, it has also occurred to me, in between, like when I was on my break, it has also occurred to me that it says fuses, which means dynamite. So, I mean, yeah, somehow or other, this is how I can do something with dynamite. Right, let's get our old tin can before we do this more exciting thing. Oh my God, I get nothing, absolutely nothing. Guess what, chapel? You are giving me something. Yes, look at that. Oh, so cool. My first light. Even though I could have literally grabbed any of these, gone to den, lit it in the fireplace or any of the other burning fires that are everywhere, and I could have lit every single one of these candles. But let's listen to the music. Ooh, it's like you lit a candle music. That is not what I expected. This is not what I expected. I thought this would move. I thought all this stuff at the back here would move. A piggy bank. A little angelic piggy bank. Oh my God. This guy. I thought I had this figured out. Wow. The Keeper of Tides, the chapel's resident guardian, tasked with the sacred duty of keeping the money accumulated from chapel offerings. So all of the money that I've put in across nearly 2 months is in this piggy bank. Well, it would be... Are you saying that I can only do this once? Or maybe I can do it, like maybe I can do it multiple times, but obviously, like, you know, you only get the money from it since you last broke it or something like that. Or maybe you can only do it once. I gotta say, I'm ending this day and I have no assurance that I'm gonna get freezer. So I have to say not yet. I'm sorry, little piggy. I mean, well, maybe you prefer not to be broken and smashed into many pieces and have all of your money taken. Yeah, cool. Look, super great. Like, that's amazing. I have no idea how much money is going to be in here. I'm on day 49. It could, and obviously there are times I would have been in chapel losing money multiple times on a given day. So, I mean, there could be 100 coins in there. But I can't do it yet. I'm just going to lose it all. And I might only have one chance. Wow, though. Finally. Okay. All right, man, what a Christmas this is. What a Christmas this is. Everything is happening now. Everything is happening. Okay. Okay. The next stage. Hang on one sec. I'm not going to pause. Just give me 1 sec. Okay. I just had to get out of my chair and do something. Let's go on then. So let's make sure we get this right. We are going observatory, spare green room, pantry, entrance hall. I love this music so much. Makes me feel like I've done something really cool. What do you think, Arindia? I keep getting confused between which time I'm using which word. Spare green room, pantry, entrance hall. Might as well. Coins. Thanks. Oh, and a little extra from coin purse. I always forget. Oh, I did save a step there. I love to see that symbol come up now. Great. Okay. Look, it would make so much sense to just go over here and do this last draft, right? But the other reason, of course, that I can't is because if I do want to put the burning glass thing away, well, hang on. No, that's when I thought I was going to be going to the torch room, but I'm not. Is there anything actually down there to light without the torch room? There is in Tomb. There are candles to light in Tomb, and there are in torch room. Yeah. All right, anyway, that was my other reasoning, which might be incorrect reasoning. But my original reasoning is still, I just simply can't spare the steps. So this has to be a bonus. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but the problem is... Maybe I can. Hang on. Maybe I've got to... Maybe I can rethink this. Maybe I can rethink this, because if I don't need to come back... So to go over here, 1, 2, 3, let's assume we get something and we go in, 4, 5, 6. So from where we are now, that would leave us with, if I'm definitely not coming back, that would leave us with 10 steps. I have calculated that from entrance hall to inner sanctum, it is 6 steps. I really want to make inner sanctum, but if I do it in this order, and if I really don't need, do I really not need this? Is there nothing in the inner sanctum rooms to light? I cannot. I'm just like, I've already thought about this, but I'm just running this through my mind to try and make sure I'm not doing something silly here. I really can't reach torch room, can I? Because I would need to be over the other side of the reservoir. It is drained. I cannot get there. I cannot get on the boat. I cannot get past the minecart from the inner sanctum side. I cannot do it. So I cannot reach torch room. Okay. Yeah, I think there's nothing down there to light that I know of. So, in that case, we don't have to go there and come back. In that case, I think I can just go along here, finish my business in the mansion, and then head out. I really hope this works. So I guess the other thing is, if I even draw, yeah, like which one am I going to put away? Because this takes, you know, both of them involve multiple steps. Burning glass involves being able to get workshop, which isn't too bad, but it involves getting magnifying glass. Look how cool that looks with the way the magnifying glass is used there. It involves getting magnifying glass and metal detector. Like, it's not too bad, but obviously it is sometimes, it takes a bit to sometimes get those elements together. This one will always be available in room 46, but wouldn't it be cool to have this like at the outset of the day if I can draw, but it relies on me drawing cloakroom if I were to get it. If I don't put it away, then I always have to get to room 46, which involves getting to room 46. And of course opening a relevant entrance into antechamber. So it's, but it does let you get rid of red rooms, which is, you know, pretty damn good, and gain a gem and redraw. Like, it's pretty powerful. I can really see the appeal of this crown. But then again, yeah. The other thing, here's something I don't know as well. This is part of my consideration. If I put something like this into cloakroom, does that mean that I will then not be able to find the items making up the contraption in the house elsewhere? Does it essentially lock the metal detector and the magnifying glass only into cloakroom while I have this item? That's my other concern about it. I think I'm inclined to put the burning glass away and just really do my best to get cloakroom again when I have the tomb. Okay, let's just do it. Let's just commit. Oh, we saved a step. Great. I mean, I'll take anything I can get just in case. Just in case. Oh, I completely distracted myself and went the wrong way. You know what? I think I can spare it. I think we're back at 16 steps anyway. God, it's so silly. I was trying so hard not to make a mistake and I just got completely... Yeah, let's go here. Let's go here and see what we can draft. I might not be able to draft cloakroom. I've got 8 redraws to try it though. All sold out, okay. Alright. So... and I guess this gives us an extra redraw, doesn't it? Because we can get rid of gymnasium right now. I don't, these other rooms don't... Oh! I accidentally clicked. Wow. It wasn't even much of a click. It's... Wow. Okay. Alright. Oh, guys. Let's just go to Inner Sanctum. It's fine. What is happening to me? I did all this work to try and be as careful as I could. Look, the cloakroom thing was always... I didn't actually think it was going to be possible, to be honest. I thought, like, there's such a slim chance I'm going to earn enough steps to sort of get back and do that. And as I said, I have reservations about putting either of those... about putting the contraption in there anyway, because I wouldn't like it to stop me from having, the magnifying glass otherwise. Because I really need it for tomb, and if I don't get tomb at the beginning of the day, I don't want to like miss out on having the magnifying glass. Metal detector's fine, but I don't want to miss out on having the magnifying glass for like however many days it takes me to get tomb. So yeah, I can imagine that that's the way it works. So yeah, I'm kind of a bit worried about doing that anyway. All right, cool. No, it's fine. This sort of simplifies it for me. I know how to make the torch now. I know how to make it. I know how to, not torch, the whatever this thing's called, burning glass. I have the knowledge. I have the knowledge to make burning glass, so we can just make it. We can just prioritize that on a day that we get tomb. This is the main prize. This is what I really want. And I'm still a little... What am I going to use this Inner Sanctum key for? I've been thinking on this. I really, as I explained before, I really want Carrarica. I think Carrarica totally fascinates me. I think I have quite a decent amount of information on it, so I think it would be pretty simple to get the sigil correct. And I'm really curious about how it seems to be, special from. I was using my right hand to get myself to the sigil page in my notebooks, which I'm still doing now. Give me a sec. Yeah, so Kararika was like my firm plan, but the reason I'm worried about it now is about one of the inner sanctum keys. The note that we can see in room 46 saying one of the inner sanctum keys is behind the 8th door, the 8th of 8 doors. So I suspect they mean this one, which is nuance, which I have, equal with Morajai, I have the least amount of information on. It's okay, I think I can just grind my way through it, but I suspect that I need to get in here to get another inner sanctum key. And if I get that, maybe I could do that and then also go into Kararika. But the other consideration is, how close am I to getting any other inner sanctum keys in any other ways? We know what they are. One of them is going to be probably, I don't know, maybe it's going to be a long way off because I know it's in the station and I don't know what we're going to need to do to get there yet. I don't know how long that's going to take, but I have to assume that's not close necessarily. The other one is waiting behind the last door of 8. So I would need to get behind, I think, this door to get it. So I need to have a key in order to get here. And the other one is high among the clocks, so it's solving the clock puzzle. And although I think I have that in the bag, I also have these... Pixel has zoomies behind me, and he's just run and covered himself with a jacket that was hanging. So there's just a little moving pile of jacket on the floor now. Anyway, yeah. So I think I actually, as desperately as I want Kararika to find out what its deal is, I think I probably just have to go to nuance because I'm afraid I might get locked out of there, essentially. Because I don't know, I just have these concerns about how Clock Tower is going. But it might be nothing. It might just, it might be fine. But I'm a bit afraid of banking on it. So let's give you a go. Nuance, let's just do it. Let's do it. And I'm really, really hoping that you have an inner sanctum key for me. But if it's not in here, then my other interpretation of, the note that the key, the final key is waiting behind the last door of 8 is that it's to do with room 8. Which now I at least know how to get. If I get gallery, I get the key. I think we can get it that way. Nuance, eh? Oh, it's exciting to be here again. Okay. We're doing this. So, what I have for you, Nuance, is not much. But I think, I know it's green. It's green on the border. I know I'll have to change this again anyway because it's kind of so it is maybe it's this one. Maybe I've just drawn it looking very different, but maybe that's it. So I think that's green. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be aviation is the transport it's associated with. So I guess we just sort of try some different things, but this could take a bit. So if it's aviation, no, that's the moats. There we go. If it's aviation, we're looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let me pull up my notes on Realm and Rune. so that I can remember what these are. Though it is just kind of about testing. I do know which one of these so that is aviation. So I think it's going to be this. And, you know, we've got to change the green back and everything. Alright, now, maybe if I try... maybe if I go kind of process of elimination here. Like, it's not the metropolis. You know, I think the military that's Fen Ares... Nuance could also be military, because it was Nuance that came to help Fen Ares in, like, the War of the Fifth Era. I don't think it's going to be... you know, spiritual. I don't think it's going to be spiritual. I think, you know, we can probably assume that Kararika is the only one that's academic. I mean, you know, these are all assumptions, but I've got to start somewhere. I've got to start with a certain amount of logic, right, to try something. So... here we go. I think industrial is going to be Arch Aries. I don't know. Yeah, like I don't think it's going to be poetic. I don't think it's going to be spiritual. That was Vera. It could be agricultural. I don't know. Tribal doesn't really seem like it with aviation, right? I don't know. I'm kind of wondering if it's also martial. I might go with that for now. Martial and aviation sort of makes sense together. And then we have weather. I don't think I have any information on weather in Nuance. So this is going to be pure guess. So maybe let's just start somewhere and we'll just try some combos. But again, if I do elimination, we've got, you know, our Arinda and Fen Aries are foggy, Iraja's rainy. Iraja's near Nuance, it could also be rainy. Vera was heat. Maybe if it's aviation... windy? Windy? I'm pretty sure that Kararika is snow. And stormy is Arch Aries. So it could also be a lack, but I'm gonna try windy. I'm just gonna have a kind of a first guess that feels... I'm gonna vibe the first one. It's aviation, it's windy. I mean, it seems bad for aviation that it's windy, but I suppose if they're, you know, if they're sort of really using dirigibles and things like that, you know, like maybe that makes more sense. I don't know. Maybe they've mastered the winds, you know. That's why they're aviation. So aviation, windy, and martial. And then let's get this back to green. Let me just make sure. Yeah, that is green. It's just that the drawing in the book has far fewer lines on it than what's actually here. Nope. Okay, which one was moats again? Let's try a different moat. Let's try all of them. Oh, hang on. I've got to press the button. That's right. Man, guys, my brain is not fully kicked into gear, but it's alright, we'll get there. Oh, it was my first go! Guys! Alright, I know I've made some mistakes this episode, but, like, come on. You've got to appreciate that logic there. My first go! I thought this could potentially take dozens and dozens of tries. My first go! I logicked Nuance. I logicked it. Alright. That makes me feel a lot better about making a few mistakes. Hey, what? It's a freaking city! It's quite a modern looking city. I really didn't expect that. That's nuts! Because nothing else looks like this. Nothing else looks like this in the game. Wow. Nuance is, Nuance is in a different timeline. My god. Look at this. This is like a weird skyscraper from, the last several decades. Wow. How fascinating. And one of their weird ships. It looks like a stick of dynamite in a little brass cage. Huh. Okay. I'm blown away by this. I didn't expect to see anything like this in this game. I expected the dirigibles. That's absolutely stunning. Nuance, eh? God, I really want to play a whole game in Nuance now. Like, I want to explore this city. Wow. God, what amazing design. It's all, I suppose it's sort of, like it's a little steampunky. Wow, this is very, it's very creative though. It's a really interesting, very, very interesting design. But, I'm going to say this is very different to this. I mean, it's the one at the background, in the background there. So maybe it's a particular icon. I mean, that's not so unusual that you might have a weird iconic skyscraper in amongst a bunch of more ordinary sort of buildings. But yeah, interesting. All right, let's read. And let's hope that we get some information on his travels here, like about the actual realm order. Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. I just realized that I've used up my magnifying glass, so I can't get this final stamp right now, but it's fine because I can just come back in here. Like, I can come back in here at the beginning of the next day. It's fine. It's fine. We have access to this now. I mean, I had, that was fine. I had to use the magnifying glass, yeah, in the way that I did. By far my favorite realm I have visited during this trip. Really? Wow. Oh, he loves this. He loves the urban life. But I have always had a penchant for technology, and I am less moved by the beauty of nature than others. That is completely contrary to what I expected from him. Because in his letter, on his grave, on his tomb, whatever you call that, in his box, he talks so lovingly of the nature of the area. He talks about wanting to be buried outside and under the oak tree and things like it's full of love for nature as far as I can tell. The soot-filled streets and soaring skyscrapers here are just as stirring to me as the mountains of Kararika. I did know there were snowy mountains, so that's not new information. Or the beaches of Morajai. Perhaps I am just letting my childhood love of dirigiblocks compromise my objectivity. I love that in this world they have like one game and it's like generational. It's great. From the shops I have visited, it seems the series is just as popular here as it is back home. Speaking of home, as I look across the eastern sea, I can almost see its shores. I never thought that I would miss the sight of red flags. The Royal East Air Hangar. Oh, no. Nuance is the stamp that we have. That's right. I was just turning my eyes to it to see what I could see, and I was like, no, of course, I've seen this stamp. Yeah, we have this stamp. No, it's the Kararika, because I was expecting to come into Kararika. So Kararika is the one I don't have. That's all good then. But is there any information in here? Is there any indication about order? Because he says... The soot-filled streets and soaring skyscrapers here are just as stirring to me as the mountains of Kararika or the beaches of Morajai. But the thing is, what that could be indicating that before coming here, he was in Kararika and in Morajai. But it might just mean that he visited them another time in his life, right? Like he's had a long life. He might have done another trip to these places at another point in his life. And in fact, I'm going to guess that he has, because we know from the book In the Bunk Room that Simon was congratulating him on coming back home after getting his degree. So I assume he went to University of Kararaka. I'm just assuming there's one university that people go to here. It might not be the case. So yeah, I'm not really sure how to take this. And I guess because he finishes with saying, speaking of home, as I look across the eastern sea, I can almost see its shores. That it seems to be indicating, you know, I never thought I would miss the sight of red flags. It feels like perhaps this is close to the end of his journey, that he's making these comments. And I guess even from the beginning, he does say, by far my favorite realm I have visited during this trip. So it could mean my favorite realm that I visited so far, or I guess if we just take it at face value, it could mean of all of the ones he has visited, you know, this is close to the last. We know it's not the last because the last is Fen Aries. So this might be the second last. It might mean Nuance is the second last. Interesting. And that's very interesting. If it is, that's very interesting for the... This could have the Inner Sanctum key in it, that's what I'm thinking. If it is the second to last, it's very interesting then the order in which he visited Arch Aries and Eraja. Okay. Puzzle boxes became just as popular in the air hangars of Nuance as they had in the ports of Morajai. Green tiles were introduced with an ability that allowed them to jump instantly across the board, representing the ease with which air travel conveys its cargo. Oh, so clever. I love the way that they've come up with these puzzle block dynamics to represent things about the different realms. It's really clever. When green tiles are pressed, that tile swaps with the opposite tile on the far side of the box. Yeah, I know that. I'm quite well acquainted with green ones at this stage. Can I remember the others? Let's play around a bit. So, pink, or is this, yeah. Okay. Okay, yep, the blank shifts them along, got that. Green we can use to swap, but it'll swap diagonals on the diagonals and... Okay, reset. So what are the things we can do at the outset here? Get green in the middle, so I can get those two greens. That's a way to get the green in the middle. Got it, if I need it. Okay, this goes down, of course. Eraja goes south. So that's a way of getting things up top. How am I going... Here's the question. How am I going to create more greens? I think I have dealt with orange in the past. Let me check my notes. Actually, have only kept notes about the Morajai box that gave me so much trouble. It's the only like the others I can kind of, I feel like I can more or less remember them. But that one that took me 3 different goes to get it, I kept meticulous notes on it because it was so hard to work out. Okay. What is orange again? Oh, I had yellow for that one, not orange. So actually that's no help. Orange is Kararaka. I wonder what kind of dynamic do I need to play with here? So if we swap that, I can also get my blank up here. So that's something. Because orange is associated with Carrarica, I'm thinking like dynamic to do with like learning or teaching, which could be interpreted as like copying, which might be how we get some more greens. Because it's not going to be this. This just moves. Greens themselves also just shift position. I think the orange has to be how we're creating green. And I think maybe if I get it between two greens, that could be the thing. So to move these up, well, how about, but hang on, I already had it between two greens, because if I do that and click, there we go. There we go. All right, I didn't. In fact, I didn't. There we go. So that, great. Okay, I've got the dynamic then. So we just need to be able to do it with this one and then shift them into position. How does it work with a diagonal? No, it needs to be side by side. Okay. In that case, because this one will not shift here, it will shift diagonal. But if I swap these two, if I swap these two and get it here, and then shift the green, okay. And then green over there, bam, cool. All right, 4 greens. Now I just need to get them in the right position. Now I just need to get them in the right position. This one is okay because we could swap it down here and then shift it into a corner. So what's my tactic for moving this? It's obviously going to have to be, it's going to have to be shifted with my pink here. If I get pinky down here, move pinky into the corner, swap it with green, swap my space with this one, right, now we've got green on all of the on the edges at least. Now but I need the space to move it. Hang on. All right, I'm so close. I'm so close. I can do this. This one is a fun challenge, but it's not a maddening challenge. I'm sure I can do this. We're so close. Okay, if I get my space back here, and now swap these. Yes. Yes. Now I'm hoping inner sanctum key. No! Oh, look, no, sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel bad, allowance token. I'm very happy for allowance token. It's just that I thought there would be an inner sanctum an inner sanctum key in here. Maybe then it's not. Hello? Maybe it's not in here then. Maybe it is in room 8. That was my Is this something else? What is this? What? Is this in the other rooms? Oh, it's there as well. Is it in other places? Why? Is this in all of the... I've not noticed this bit yet. Why? Okay. I mean, inner sanctum keys haven't typically been, you know, like... They've tended to just be sitting in places, right? They're just sitting on the table when you do the thing. So okay. It's weird, but maybe it's nothing. Dunno. Huh. Well, yeah, maybe then, in fact, it's just in room 8. That's fine, because we're close to being able to get room 8. Like, I know where the key is, I just need to get gallery, and I reckon I can draft it. Behind the last door of 8. And I also know that drafting room 8 on rank 8 will get me a trophy. So, okay. Alright, cool. Nuance. God, I'm thrilled that I got that in 1. I'm really impressed with myself. Which makes up for my ridiculous mistakes otherwise. Yeah, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inner sanctum doors open now. Only 3 more, and Carrarica is next. Carrarica is next, because I've got to find out, like, what is the deal with this place? Why, like, is there anything in there that will give me a clue about why, you know, there was that Seeker of Signs thing with Carrarica in the center. Maybe not. Maybe it's just saying, like, my other thought about all of those things that were in the posters in the grade 4 classroom is that maybe they just represent some of the interests of the different realms, you know, and Carrarica is all about signs, and Vera is all about the sacred, what is it called, the sacred circle or whatever, because they might have relationships like that. And I could imagine Iraja could be all about the spiral of stars, because we saw that. Oh, I'll tell you one more thing I've been thinking about, because it's related to this. Clara, who is associated with Iraja, was getting out the star book and you know, had the picture of the spiral of stars in her room. So the thing I'll finish on is that I at some point going through, you know, all of the photos and everything, I mean, for quite a while I've been thinking that Clara could be the baby that we saw in the newspaper clipping about the you know, the baby that was born of the prince, what was his name, Prince Rolf, and so, you know, that would kind of make, I think it's likely that Clara is that Irasian, you know, princess, effectively, and that she came to live a different life in kind of hiding, you know, in Fen Aries. So I think Clara's original name is very likely to be Caitlin J. Ari, born on the 9th of December 1924. And so that would mean her parents are of the Arindian, the Arindian sort of heritage. Prince Rolf going back to someone, then going back to Desolates IV, and then going back to King Desolates III. So a child of that sort of heritage. And then on the other side, the Irasian side, so her mother is a Jayari. They mentioned that. And the thing I thought from that is, well, hang on, does that mean that is Lady Ashlyn? Because we know Lady Ashlyn is her mother, You know, it like is the thing that gives me pause here is the fact that her father, as far as we know, on the face of it, is already a Lord Epson. So I'm like, well, maybe only the mother escaped with the child and she remarried to be this Lord Epson, because you can't just be Prince Rolf, like hiding out in Eraja, and then suddenly, you know, like you can't be a lord, right, with a manor that appears like a famous castle manor that appears out of nowhere, right? Like, so I don't know, maybe she just remarried, you know, this other guy there. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really click completely to me, but it's something I'm entertaining, is that Clara is Caitlin Giari. I think the timing works out. It sort of makes a bit of sense to me. And then her mother could be Lady Ashlyn. And the reason I'm giving this a bit more, I feel a little bit more, I give a bit more weight to this, is because the photo of Lady Ashlyn, which is from obviously later in her life, if you compare that to the picture in the newspaper clipping about the baby being born, the mother in that photo does seem to have the same face as Lady Ashlyn. It does look like the same face, just, you know, a young woman versus, you know, a middle-aged woman who you know, who is obviously in much more casual dress and everything like that now. Yeah, so that's something I'm thinking about. I don't know if it's I don't know. It's a thing. It's a part of the lore here that I'm entertaining, but it makes sense to me on a number of levels. It doesn't make sense to me on every level, but it makes some sense to me on a number of levels. So it makes me ever more curious about what has happened to Clara and Simon, because we already know Clara has a very strong relationship to Eraja. It makes perfect sense to me that it's because she is from Eraja and she craves Eraja like so many people do. Maybe she didn't die. Maybe no one has died in this game. Maybe Simon and Clara both went the way of Mary and escaped to Eraja. And maybe also our uncle ended up doing that as well. Maybe they're all in Eraja waiting for me. Maybe they're all in Eraja waiting for me. And then, what if I get there and my poor dad, what's going to happen to my poor dad who just sent me here with a tent? Like, is he going to come as well? Are we all just going to Eraja? Anyway, so that's something I'm thinking of. I'm trying to put those pieces together about the family tree a little bit more, but it seems like a compelling theory to me. All right, before I finish off, let me just have one more think. Is there anything I can possibly do with my 11 steps? Like, I could technically get back to the house, but there is nothing more to draft there. But is there anything, I'm just trying to remind myself, could there be any other thing to do with the lighter here amongst any of these rooms? I don't recall any of them having any more of the candles with the red gem in them. I do not. I mean, I have a small amount of money I could use in the casino. I could potentially get back there with the foundation. But yeah, throne room, I didn't have any of those candles in it. There's nothing more to do in workshop for the time being. Like, could I light the fireplace? I don't think I've got enough steps to get back there anyway. There's loads of other candles, but they're not the candles. So, I don't... are there any other fuses? Is there anything else? Is there even anything else that maybe I could do with this lighter? I'm sure that there probably is. But it's not... Nothing is really coming to mind. God, that was... I put so much thought into that and then just pressed the button. Yeah, I don't think that there's anything else to do. And then, look, we've got root cellar there. I don't think there's anything to do there potentially with the, like, absolutely trading post. Trading post is going to be amazing to try with this burning glass. Maybe we'll just blow it up. I can't imagine. I mean, I can imagine that I use the dynamite in, you know, maybe to blow out the rubble or something that's in the tunnel near the inner sanctum, but it won't let me pick up. It won't let me pick up the dynamite. Maybe if I have burning glass with me, maybe it will let me pick up the dynamite and take it there. But it seems even more dangerous if I have something like this on me. Yeah, to pick up the dynamite. I don't think there's anything in Apple Orchard, in Blackbridge Grotto, in Gemstone Cavern. I don't know. I just can't think of another thing to do. So, yep. Let's call it a day here. It's been a wonderful Christmas, I've got to say. My God, absolutely. It really worked out for me today. Call it. What a day. What a day. I have been blessed with archaeological castle because we got throne room. Castle. Interesting. There we go. So now, all right, I have a potential hint then for these words that we saw in the cutscene when we were able to open the door in Blackbridge Grotto, where it gave us the binary over and over again, Arie, or Ari, however that's going to be read, Arie, and then in between it were the words court, cloak, castle, court, cloak, castle. One theory that I have about that is that they relate to rooms, because we have a courtyard, we have a cloakroom, but I didn't have any room that had castle in it. But now I have throne room that is associated with castle in some way. So could be throne room. What that would mean, I don't know. I don't know. Because I don't know what to do with that grotto code. But it's just something. It's just something. It's something that could matter. Courtyard, cloakroom, and castle. Of course, I have courtyard. The one I was trying to get and didn't get is cloakroom. So I might have even, maybe if I draft those 3 rooms on the same day, maybe I will get some kind of answer. Maybe they need to be like next to each other or something. Okay. What a freaking amazing Christmas this was. What a freaking amazing day. Incredible. I got throne room. I got another inner sanctum door. Like, I've made, you know, more contraptions in the workshop. I had a wonderful Christmas in boudoir. Oh my God, so satisfying. I mean, it may be that there's something else that you can do on Christmas that I missed, but what a wonderful moment that was without expecting it, I have to say. I'm actually really pleased I didn't anticipate it. Incredible day. It actually is amazing how much worked out today. Magic. Thank you. Merry Christmas to everyone, and I'll see you in the next episode. Look how the castle is actually so big. It's obscuring day 49 in the corner there. Thank you, everybody. I'm very much looking forward to Boxing Day tomorrow. I'll see you then for day 50. Day 50. It's amazing. Can't wait. See you there.